Only a couple of days are left and I'm taking my plane to Nairobi, Kenya, where I'm going to participate in a multi-stage race, and I'm going to tackle 230 kilometers in 5 consecutive days in the savannas of Kenya. This race is called for Rangers Ultra, and it's a self-sufficient race, which means that the race organizers are providing us only with tents and water. Everything else we should carry with us on our backs. In this kind of races, the gear is the second most crucial thing, and number one is of course the training. So let me show you what I plan to take with me in this race. First, I would like to say that I'm going to use this backpack from Ultimate Direction. It's Fastpack 20. It's 20 liters big, and it's a nice one. It's very lightweight. I use it a lot in fast packing and running. The problem is that it is only 20 liters, so I should be very smart in what I'm going to pack in it. Then I will move on to show you the sleeping system. I use this sleeping bag, which is very lightweight. It is from Nordisk, and this is one of the lightest on the market. It is down. It is made of down, which is very important to keep it. Which means it's very important to keep it dry, of course. Then I have this very light inflatable sleeping mat from Sea to Summit. It's probably that I will have to carry it outside on my backpack the first day, and then when I move on, when more places available in the backpack, I will be able to put it inside. Then I will also use this inflatable pillow. Someone can consider this as a luxury item, but I think it really aids recovery. So for me, it's an obligatory item. Sea to Summit, again, very smart. Then my racing kit, my racing clothes. I will use this shirt from Raidlight. It's extremely lightweight. It has a UV protection. It is especially designed for desert racing. I will use only one shirt during the entire race because obviously I have to carry everything with me. So I will use this shirt all the 5 days. I guess it will be very stinky at day 5 and probably not as white, but we'll see. Then underwear and some shorts for running. I will use also this kind of socks from Injinji with toes, with separate toes. I will use a hat with neck protection, and then I will have some clothes for the night at the camp, because it's not nice to have this all the time, and it will be quite chilly in the night. I will also have a down jacket, which I now realize that it's not here on the table, but it's a very lightweight down jacket, which I will use it in the nights at the camp. And if we move further on, this is the medical kit. It is a bit different for every race, so I have prepared this according to the rules of this race. But obviously, you always have to have a knife, some antihistamines, anti-inflammatory, some medicines against diarrhea. I will also take anti-malaric medicines, and I have also already received my yellow fever shot. I will also use this kind of sun protection, obviously very important. Since we're running at the equator and at quite high altitude, above approximately 2,000 meters above sea level. Then I'm going to use this spoon, one spoon for the race. I will try to keep it very clean. This spoon I will use to stir and eat my freeze-dried meal. Then I also have to have this light. It is only used in the camps. There will be no running sections during the night, because obviously this is the savannah, so the organizers don't want us to run in the darkness there due to obvious reasons. of course. So it's only used in the camp, and I'll also have a spare set of batteries for it. Then further on, my GoPro. I don't go anywhere with my GoPro without it. 3 sets of batteries and 1 charging unit. All of this is of course luxury item, but I really wanna take good shots and have good memories from this. So for me, it's actually an obligatory item, and I'm prepared to bear the extra weight for this. I hope some really nice shots come out of this, because I want to make these shots in the camp, in the evenings, these long shots at the clouds and so on. So I really need some extra battery, and I really need some extra space to spare all this, because I will use I'll try to film everything in 4K, which requires a bit more disk space. Further on, my watch, of course. I use Forerunner, the Garmin Forerunner 945, and I have also equipped it with an additional compass, mechanical compass, which is also obligatory item in this race. So when it comes to nutrition, I plan to rely mostly on freeze-dried foods as a staple, and then some powdered food during running. Let me take you through the freeze-dried food. So most of these I have tested before, so it works for me and my body is okay with it. I always will start with breakfast, with light breakfast. I use this brand with pasta carbonara. The race organizers, as I mentioned before, they provide hot water in each camp, so you don't have to carry a stove like in Marathon des Sables. Here we have the stove, and you can just put water and it's a ready breakfast. Most of the people put freeze-dried meals, they decant them in some Ziploc bags, but actually it's a bit different in this race, because in Kenya single-use plastic is totally forbidden, which I actually like. I mean, the pollution will be lower, and I plan to use to take all the food in its original packing, as you see it now. The problem is that it's a little bit bulky in this way, but there is nothing to do about that right now. Then during the race itself, I will use a special powder, and so obviously every powder is different. But this is from Umara Sport. It's a Swedish company, and you should take 3 spoons every hour approximately. So I will not take this item with me. I will decant this when I come in Kenya. I will decant this in these plastic bottles. It's something different, of course, again, due to the ban of plastic bags. I will test this system this time. I have now calculated that in this bottle you have approximately running energy, like running powder for approximately 4 hours running in normal tempo. Then I will take 5 of these with me when I decant them. The good thing is that you can use this also as a extra water bottle. Of course, if something goes not as planned and I have to spend more time on the running, or I'm injured and the pace is lower, then I will also supplement with some of these energy bars, also from Umara Sport. And of course I can chew on them if I feel like I want to eat something. Then most of the people I have seen, they after running, they tend to take these protein shakes after running, and most of them do this on these multi-stage races. I have, however, decided not to do that. I instead would like to use a whole meal again, freeze-dried one. It will give me enough amount of protein and carbohydrates, and it's nice to have some food after being out there, which tastes good. Tastes good too. So then I'll have some hours before the evening, hopefully, and I will have a bigger meal in the evening. And all of this, if I have calculated correct, will be more than 2,500 calories per day, and the minimal requirement is 2,200. So I will be well above that. Then my water carrying system. You must have at least 2 liters of water carrying capacity. I will use these 2 water bottles from Red Light. They are ergonomical and they sit nicely tight here. To do is like I will fill this one with energy, and the other one, this one, I will fill only with water and mix it on the way depending on the weather conditions. If it's too hot, I will drink more water. If it's chillier, I will take more of this, and I will try to balance it in a way. I will also take some salt tablets with me, and if the temperature goes above 30 degrees centigrade, I plan to take one of these tablets every hour. Of course, these mixtures, they contain some amount of salts, but I plan not to rely 100% on this. So if it gets really hot, I plan to take some salts too. Yeah. And finally, with all the equipment, I think the backpack without water will weigh somewhere between 7.5 kilograms at day 1. Hopefully, with the time passing, I will eat some of this food and it will be lighter on the following days. So yeah, that's my plan. As I said, I'm not a professional runner, and the things that I have showed you may not work for you if you plan to do something similar in the future, and I have no idea if they are going to work for me either. This is something that I plan to test, and I will come back after this race with a new video where I will discuss how everything has gone with the racing kit, and of course I will make a bigger video from the race itself. So thank you for watching and stay tuned.